The Random Jottings of Donald J. in Nelson in Pendle, Lancashire. Acornlee Hall in Foulridge was a beautiful old house, with a history that dated back centuries. The house was built in 1613, as evidenced by the date etched on the porch, but it was believed to have been altered in the late 17th century. The house was made of stone and had a plinth, with a stone slate roof and moulded coping and kneelers. There was a continuous stringcourse above the ground floor and another at eaves level. The house was in the shape of an H, with two gabled wings on the west front and a centre gabled jettied porch. The porch door was ogee-molded with a 3-light window above it. On either side of the porch on the ground floor were 2 light windows. The gabled wings were identical, with 2 3-light windows on the ground floor, 1 5-light window on the first floor, and 1 2-light window with labels at the gable. The east front was similar, but without the porch. There was a large stack on the ridge behind the left wing. Inside, there was a low stone doorway and a stone fireplace with 2 ovens. The house had been stripped and re-roofed, but the beauty and history of the place were still evident. The house was originally connected with the Acornlee family by the mid-1600s. In 1666, James Smith paid the hearth tax on 10 hearths, indicating that the house was large and well-to-do. Later, the house passed to the Smith family through the will of John Mank Knowles of Moss House. However, there was a dark side to the house. The hall and garden were haunted by 2 dwarfs, a dwarf gardener seen around the gardens and a dwarf maid seen around the kitchen. Legend had it that the dwarf couple were married and lived in the nearby village. They had worked at the house and had been mistreated by the owners. The owners had been cruel to the dwarfs, and they had eventually died from the mistreatment. The spirits of the dwarfs had never left the house, and they haunted it to this day. Despite the haunting, Acornlee Hall was a beautiful house, full of history and character. Visitors could explore the house and the gardens, and even though the ghosts were a little unsettling, they added to the charm and mystery of the place. The house was a testament to the enduring power of history and the resilience of the human spirit. By Donald J.